Good morning, hello everyone. I'm just doing a bit of a quick video. I said in my last live stream I've been a bit busy lately to upload and edit videos. I got videos to put there, yeah, but I want to put them up as soon as possible. After this week, hopefully everything should be good, and I'll have a lot more time to start filming and editing and stuff again. And yeah, so hold on, I'll turn the radio
corner of Eugenia.
20 past now, so vegetation starts at 7:45, so I've got 25 minutes, 25 minutes to just a bit of a talk. I thought I should actually start doing a bit more. Not sure turn on this channel. I've got another channel which might set up for a bit of a rant channel. This really was a rant channel when I first created it, and I did a lot of rant videos. I deleted those. That's back when 2007 when I first started this channel. Deleted them. Came back to it more this year, February this year, and started doing some exploring videos, which have been pretty cool. You know, I was watching the news this week and saw this article about international students going on a hunger strike. And I was thinking, why? The article said, and it basically said the college they're going with had its accreditation, had its license, teaching license taken off them because they went up to standard, which means those students didn't get the degrees. They're a few weeks away from the degrees, so they're going to hunger strike, I think. Hi CF. Yeah, so the college was going to take its I can't say the word, its teaching license taken off it. I've got a car coming really close to me here. And so I'm thinking, you're having the license taken off you, and so they don't get the degrees. I think, well, they weren't up to standard to teach in the first place. So possibly it's good. Anyway, so these students are going on a hunger strike because not get the degrees and diplomas and things. I think there's a bigger question there: is how did the college go for so long if they went up to standard? Come on, going on a hunger strike. And the students were so, couldn't even tell their families apparently. They're so distraught. I had a similar situation. A few, yeah, hunger strikes. I'm sorry, I could not do a hunger strike. I like my food too much. I couldn't even do a YouTube strike. Anyway, a few years ago I was doing a film and TV course. That they were concerned about the, I won't say the name of the film college I went to. They went up to standard. So, they compiled a report, gave it to the college. The college had a right of return, so they got an independent person who happened to be a friend of mine, also working in it, because I worked a little bit in film and TV. I stopped that because I wasn't getting enough money coming in. And so this guy was a friend of mine who came in and audited the college, employed by the college to give them another viewpoint. Unfortunately, he highlighted a lot of the concerns that the education department were concerned about. So the college had pretty much lost its license. Lucky in that situation, I got my qualification. Luckily. But these international students who come here to learn business degrees and things, I don't know, that's another thing. Why do people from other countries come to New Zealand to get business degrees? Why don't they just do it in their own country? Is the education in their country not good enough? I don't know. But that's another point. So these students are going on a hunger strike because the college was not up to standard, so they did not get their degrees. Should they get their money back? Yes. My question is, should they get their degrees? Should they get the degrees anyway because they stepped in and shut down the college 2 weeks before they qualified? I don't know. Because if they're not up to standard, maybe and you give them degrees, are they up to standard in business? How does it reflect on the New Zealand education system? Yeah, they didn't complete the qualification. And the qualification wasn't up to standard. And it wasn't up to standard anyway. It was not up to standard. You know, I feel a little bit hypocritical here because I did the film and TV course that college was saying your teaching is not up to standard. But they closed it down after I completed it. I got my qualification, and I'm not sure exactly what happened there. If they decided we're not going to try to renew another year, we're not going to teach another year, or they actually physically shut that TV course down. I'm not too sure on that. But to be honest, I had concerns about the teaching when I was there. There are other students there are thinking, are you really good enough to be doing this? For one thing, that course, half of the students were paying nothing. They were paid it by the government and had another grant from another government department. Like several government departments gave them money to do their qualification there. Not all of those students, I'm not going to box them all into them. 60% of them stuffed around the whole year. They stuffed around the whole year. And yeah. Hi Tony, how are you going? Just talking about a little news item in my country that has been in the moment where students are going on a hunger strike, international students are going on a hunger strike because they're not going to get the qualification because their college was shut down by the government for not being up to standard. So the New Zealand Qualifications Authority said, no, we're not going to grant these qualifications. And for me, should have I got my qualification when I did my film and TV course? And that's another thing. I did that course back in 2005, 2002. I can't remember now. I got my qualification then. So, but they're so embarrassed to tell their families. You know, that I don't understand. It's like, contact your family, say, this is not my fault, because it's not the student's fault. It is not the student's fault. Oh, the cheeseburger in front of them. Well, I'm not sure. They're international students, so I shouldn't make any judgments there about their eating habits. Yeah, so something which really bothers me is like, you're going on a hunger strike for this. Really? Come on. How about you actually just talk to New Zealand Qualifications Authority? I've heard of one case where it ended in death. Yeah, so I'm not sure if they've done the hunger strike yet or not, or they're going to do it. So I don't know. That was something which really bothered me this week. It shouldn't have bothered me as much as it did. Yeah. So they're gonna. Oh, lots of people running for this conference now. But I'll try and make it back, see you for our stream this afternoon. Yeah. Hey, look at this, guys. Look at this. Form the distance there. And that building you saw right in front of the waterfall, that's where the conference is. Yeah, these aren't illegal aliens. I know what you're saying. These aren't illegal aliens. These are people here on study visas. That's another thing that actually does bother me. Is like, why do so many people come here to study business and other qualifications? Why do they come to our country to get qualifications? Why don't they get those qualifications in their own country? Is their own country not recognised internationally? Which is a good point. Why are we recognised internationally? Is it because we have standards of education? I'm a teacher, I can't even talk. Education. When we say you didn't do well enough, you don't qualify. Your college was not up to standard, so you don't qualify. So, I guess, yeah. I don't know how many illegal aliens are in New Zealand. Not too sure on that. Yeah, we do. We do. And probably part of the reason why we have excellent reputation is because we say we got certain standards of our colleges. If you don't teach well enough, if you're not meeting the standards, your students of your college will not qualify. So I don't know. What's the time now? Lots of people arriving. Yeah, so I don't know. That was something that's bothering me a little bit this week. Hi, Molly Dolly. I'm going to be on for another probably 5 minutes or so, Molly Dolly. Yeah, so I saw that this week and it was bothering me a little bit. I'm hoping to do another live stream tomorrow at the same time. Last weekend, I went to this pillbox. I put photos on Instagram. Unfortunately, one of the best parts of it, when I got home, I found out I had not recorded. It was not recording. I don't know how. because I was recording walking around the pillbox, but me actually climbing into the pillbox and a little bit of a chat inside the pillbox. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Tony, New Zealand is awesome. I would say the greatest country on earth, but some of you may disagree. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm going to go back to the pillbox hopefully tomorrow, if I get a lot of work done tonight. If I stuff around tonight, I'll be doing work tomorrow, so I won't be doing it. But yeah, I filmed this pillbox, me walking around the pillbox going into it. And because I've got an artificial leg, climbing into things is a bit harder. But I climbed into it, I filmed myself kind of climbing into it. So I might do a live stream next weekend, so I get that bit. I'll still edit the video I did of around the outside and me a little bit inside. But it's annoying, you get home and you find out you've not recorded something. You know, yeah, I am patriotic. I love New Zealand. New Zealand overall is great. Not such a big fan of big city Auckland where I've always lived. I'm not so fan, I'm a fan of big city. I like to get into a smaller city maybe one day. Somewhere with a lot of things around it. But Auckland has always a lot going. That's a great thing for me as an explorer. I can go out and film those things and also then go and find those. Nelson. I've never been to Nelson. I have to admit, I've never been there. It's got such a great reputation, Nelson. Nelson, I've heard so much about. Only problem with it can get cut off sometimes during the winter. But what I've heard, it's a beautiful city, what I've seen of it, and I would like to visit there. If I get to do my South Island tour, which I want to do. My brother lives actually just outside Greymouth with his wife and daughter, which is, further down the west coast. Your grandmother was born in Nelson but moved to Sussex. Wow. That was a big change. Yeah, Nelson, top of the South Island. Whoa, that frightened me. People walking past on it frightened me. Yeah. I will get to Nelson one day. I've never been to Gisborne either. There's actually a couple of cities in New Zealand I've not been to. Married an Englishman, that makes sense. Well, he could have moved to Nelson. Couldn't he? Could have moved to Nelson. Oh, so that's your tour, your South Island tour. Hi, Davo. How are you going? I wish I could be going with you on that one. I really do. Are you going through Greymouth, Davo? That's another funny thing, Molly Dolly. I love in Australia where if you actually have a where you're a citizen of another country, you can't be in Parliament, which is fine. But unfortunately, in New Zealand law, if you have a parent who is born in New Zealand, you're automatically a New Zealand citizen, which means you had that problem in Australia. You're not in Australia anymore, but you had where so many Australian politicians had to resign because officially they were citizens of New Zealand. They'd never been to New Zealand. Well, they may have been here, but they didn't consider themselves citizens of New Zealand. They had no real ties apart from one of their parents was born here. And they discovered they were actually citizens of New Zealand. I found it amusing. You think they weren't New Zealand citizens, really. Under New Zealand law, they were only because they had a parent who was born here. All right, I've got to go because this conference registration's about to start. So, CF, I hope to catch you tonight. All of you guys, look up Tough Topics, which is another one of the dude behind the camera channel, and he is doing a show with CF. Recently I've been a guest on the show, and I've been really enjoying it. So, catch you later, guys. Thanks for showing up.